Hi folks, it's Ashley here. So I just want to do a quick video here. I don't want to spend too much time addressing this issue, not in this video, but I plan to do a much larger expose on these topics in a later time. Now, what I would like to point out is the Jewish role in abortion. And I think we're all familiar with the Jewish role in abortion in the United States. We're well acquainted with that. We know Jews are behind Planned Parenthood. There's no debate in regards to that. But what about Canada? What about the Jewish role of abortion in France? What about it? Well, let me show you something that I find very interesting. So if you're Canadian, you're probably familiar with this case. I mean, it was quite a well-known case, a lot of controversy surrounding it. And of course, it involved the Jew Morgenthaler, okay? So I'm going to show you. This was let me just read you what it says. Yes, I know it's Wikipedia, but come on. You can verify it down here, okay? I verified it. Okay, you can do the same, okay? All right? So, abortion in Canada is legal at all stages of pregnancy and is governed by the Canada Health Act. While some non-legal obstacles exist, Canada is one of only a few nations with no legal restrictions on abortion. Yay! Not. Regulations and accessibility vary between provinces. Prior to 1969, keep in mind this is after the Holocaust, right? All abortion was illegal in Canada. Okay, then this Jew comes over, folks. Okay, so the Criminal Law Amendment Act of 1968-69 legalized abortion as long as a committee of doctors signed off that it was necessary for the physical or mental well-being of the mother. In 1988, the Supreme Court of Canada ruled in R. versus Morgenthaler that the existing laws were unconstitutional, struck down the 1969 law. Without legal delays, most abortions are done at an early stage, but not all, folks. So let's take a look at who Morgenthaler is, folks. Who was he? I'm not going to go into all the details of this case. Look into this for yourself. But who was this man? Was he Jewish? Well, let me just read you something here. It's interesting. 3 doctors. I wonder if this one was a Jew as well. It's hard to know. But what we do know is that this one is, folks. Okay? This one's a Jew. He claims to be some kind of Holocaust survivor. I mean, I guess the first thing these people think of when they survived the camps, was, I wonder how we can go, to a foreign nation to kill the babies there. I find it so ironic. And it makes you wonder what these people were up to in these nations, and maybe that's why they were imprisoned. I mean, it's something worth considering, folks. But this was a Jewish, Polish-born Canadian physician and pro-choice advocate who's actually doing abortions procedures illegally before this all came about, just so you know. As a youth during World War II, Morgenthaler was imprisoned at Lodz Ghetto and later at Dachau concentration camp, probably because he was doing illegal abortions, folks. Maybe it has something to do with that shit. I mean, it's not hard to figure out, but listen. After the war, Morgenthaler migrated to Canada and entered medical practice, becoming one of the first Canadian doctors to perform vasectomies, to insert intrauterine devices, and to provide birth controls to unmarried women. Like, what was this? Come on, guys. This is the first thing this guy thinks about? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? He opened his first abortion clinic in 1969. Just couldn't fucking wait, okay? Gotta kill those fucking babies. Gotta do it. Challenging what he saw as an unjust law placing burdensome restrictions on women seeking abortions. What about the child, folks? Because that's what it is. I mean, all these women want to claim my choice, my body, my choice. Well, maybe you should make the choice to, take proper precautions before you fucking have sex. It's not that hard to fucking do. Okay? But the second you become pregnant, it's no longer just your body involved in this equation, ladies. How many babies have been fucking murdered under the guise of, women's rights? It's insane. Read the rest of this shit for yourself. But he's a Jew, as I pointed out. Okay? Look at his father, what he was involved in. The General Jewish Labor Fund in Poland, a subversive fucking entity, folks. Read this garbage for yourself. Let's go to France. Who was involved in this fucking law? In France, this abortion law. Who brought abortion to France, folks? That's my question. Well, it was another fucking Holocaust survivor. This one a lady. Okay, Simone Veil. A key figure. Let me just go back to what it says here. A key fucking figure in the legalization of abortion in 1975. All these fucking Jews surviving the Holocaust, going to different countries, and the first thing they think of, how can we kill fucking babies? How can we do it? Wow. And people just buy it. Was a French lawyer. She's not French. She's Jewish, folks. Let's be clear. okay, who served as the Minister of Health under Valerie Giscard d'Estaing, President of the European Parliament, member of the Constitutional Council of France. Like I said, this one's another fucking Holocaust survivor who claims that she lost part of her family during the Holocaust, probably because they were up to similar fucking bullshit as she is in this fucking abortion bullshit. She served as the first president of the Foundation pour l'Amour de la Shoah. Okay, I mean, the Shoah is all I need to hear. From 2000 to 2007, and subsequently as honorary president, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, interesting. She was best known for pushing forward the law legalizing abortion in France on January 17, 1975. How interesting. So very fucking interesting, isn't it? Okay? So, listen. So, Vale was born Simone Annie Liline Jacob, obviously a Jewish name. The daughter of Yvonne Steinmetz and Andre Jacob, an architect. She completed her... Okay, sorry. And she was arrested by German, probably because she was involved in pushing for abortion, folks. I mean, it's not hard to figure out, these criminals. I mean, they tend to repeat. Their behavior repeats itself. Okay? And she goes on, and she goes on, and she goes on. Read it for yourself. As you can see, the Jews are heavily involved in abortion, not only in America, as well as we all know. But what I find so interesting is that these so-called Holocaust survivors, they weren't concerned with preserving life, but with destroying it. That was the first thing they thought of after surviving the Holocaust. Wake up, folks. Wake the fuck up.